Welcome to another episode of the Doll Diaries. Now today I am bringing you something slightly different. I am not unboxing a doll. I am showing you what I bought from the Junie Moon shop in Japan in the winter sale. Now I had two orders. Now one of them came earlier and I showed it you with my doll unboxing, my Adachi Yumi Blythe Amore unboxing. I'm sure that was the unboxing I shared, my first part of my order where I got my Blythe pens and things. Well, this is the second part of my order that I ordered the same week, but I just had to wait for it to arrive. It came a week after for some reason, even though I ordered it the same week. So yeah, I will admit I have already opened these items. So when you see my sleeves, I'm not going to be wearing this pink sparkly jumper. They're going to be different. So anyway, I will send you over to that video now. Right, I told myself I would not buy a crochet book, a Blythe one again, because I find the translation for yarn weights and hooks just too difficult to understand. And one pattern I was doing, the count just wasn't working out the same on one of the rows, so it kind of put me off a little bit. However, I've done it, haven't I? I've ordered another one. So this is it. This is the newest one they've come out with, and I'll do a little bit of a walkthrough with this when I've opened it. Classic style book, and there are some cute little hats in it and things, which I think will be simple enough to understand. Now this is a booklet they've had for a while. It came out last year. It was the Retro Future, and my rainy day parade doll is in print in this, so I was pretty keen to have it. Here are a pair of tights, grey. The reason I got these is that I make tights for my Blythe dolls, but I haven't had a knit fabric in that colour, so I thought I'll get it. Now, I've admired this book for ages. Now, I'm thinking of putting my stickers and all doll related things in this. This is a book with my Fighting Sarango, my first ever Blythe doll. And it's quite sturdier than some of the others that I've seen online. Well, that appear that way anyway. Here are some stickers. Now, these were the only ones left. They're called Blythe Fake Seal Chapeau, and I looked up what that word means in English. I think it's a French word, and it means hat. And if you have a look, they all have got headwear on there. I wanted the other ones as well, but unfortunately there wasn't any available. And this is for my phone, and I cannot wait to use it. When I walk into my gym, I need to scan my phone to get in there, and often I haven't got a free hand. So this will go in the back of my phone, and then I can wear this over my shoulder. So I'm super happy about it, and that should be everything. Right, I'm going to get the plastic off these and we're going to have a look. I had my nails redone yesterday, and I asked my nail lady if she'd do me a French manicure and do me a Hello Kitty. I'm just so happy with them. Oh, I'll show you my pom-pom pureing as well while I'm here. I've taken the book upstairs, but I'll go and get that. Right, I've got a rainy day parade here. Now, she lives in this fabric house that I made. This fabric house was a pattern in a sewing book. I must admit, I'd love to make this again. I think I would be better at making it. Hello! I think I would be better at making this. Basically, I used just like fabric on top of corrugated card, and I had to tape it together, and my tape shines through in some places. Because you don't put like wadding or anything. I would have loved to put wadding, but I was worried that it would affect the construction, so I didn't. But I'd do things a bit differently if I was to make it again. But I absolutely love it regardless, and it sits on my shelf, and I am so super proud of it. It's probably one of the proudest things I've ever made. Well, anyway, I've been storing all the sunglasses on here, but I think I'm going to put them somewhere else. Now I'm in my craft room. I am going to put them somewhere else because I'd like to keep her stock in here. Oh, there's some... Oh my goodness, there's all kinds of treasures. To be honest, because I wasn't in my craft room, I was dumping things in the converted garage, and I was just putting things everywhere, and yeah, and I forget where things are. So I'm gonna put them in this Labubu bag. Labubu Big Energies, the second wave of them. Oh my goodness, look, this is an official set of Blythe sunglasses. And let me have a look for the other bit of it before we carry on. Yes, I've found it. Yeah, I was a bit worried actually. I didn't think I'd lost it, but I couldn't see it. I don't know, I think these might belong to Asha Elvira or Elvira. I'm never quite sure how to say her name. Oh, the leg came off. Oh, she looks a sweetheart, doesn't she? I don't know who they're supposed to be for. They look like a freebie that must have come with something. I'm sure if they don't fit Blythe dolls, they might fit a smart doll. And probably when I had these, I probably didn't have smart dolls then. Oh my goodness, I think they do fit Blythe. I think if they're standing... Oh, they do look retro style. I don't think they're her style, do you? Yeah, I think they're too big for smart doll. Thank goodness the smart dolls say. Oh my goodness, there's all these coats. Do you know what? I was hanging loads of clothes up yesterday, well, attempting to. And I was thinking I could really do with some of those hangers that have got all those hooks on them and things. And I've got loads. Right, I'm going to have a sort out actually today. I've cancelled my yoga because I missed the delivery yesterday and I didn't want to miss it again today. So, right, I'm going to show you this book in a moment. We're just having a bit of a play, aren't we? So this is the outfit I made for her when she arrived. And it's a Korean outfit by Junie Studio. It's these like baggy trousers with cuffs and this blouse and this waistcoat which you can wear like in the Korean way like this, and it's reversible, so you could have it on the red, on the gingham, or you could wear it as a waistcoat. But the way on the designer planned it, you wear it this way around. This is her stock umbrella. This is the bag that I made. I embroidered this on, and the headscarf, and here are her stock wellies. Now, her stock outfits are these. I've unboxed her on YouTube before, so I don't need to go through this thoroughly. That's her official dress here, which I could put back on her. And these are her dungaree shorts and little blouse. And this is her official raincoat, but it has kind of biodegraded, or however you say it. Do you know, my Japanese is becoming better than my English, honestly. So what shall I put on her? Now this is a dress I made for her. This is her stand. I think I might get her back in something stock, maybe. It seems a shame to take this off, but I will. I'll take these shoes off. Those are her official knickers and her official... They're like leg warmers. But obviously they wouldn't do much for keeping your legs warm. They're more like, do you know what I'm saying? They're not socks. I'll put those on. Now, I was thinking, I made a raincoat. And because it's coming up to Valentine's Day, maybe I put this on her. This was a pattern by Stitch with Lily on YouTube. The patterns don't have any seam allowances. I can't remember if this comes undone at the bottom. No, I think it's sealed at the bottom. I don't know if I had to do that because there was a problem with my zip or something, I don't know. But it doesn't appear to be opening. Now, the only doll you've seen this jacket on is Fighting Milk Saronge. But I think, because her own coat is biodegrading, I think she needs this one. And this is so cute, look. The hood is so big, it actually fits. And if your doll has long hair, you can poke the ponytail out the back. See which way this goes. Oh, she's just such a cutie. I fell in love with this doll when this was in the early days of collecting, and I was watching a Japanese YouTuber and they had this doll, and I didn't know what was her official stock. They were like sewing for her and trying on clothes for her, and I just fell in love with her. And then when I realised who she was, I was like, oh my goodness, I need that doll. And honestly, she was like my grail doll. And yeah, and I have her, so she's wonderful, isn't she? So what I'm going to do, I'm thinking of putting her stock inside here now. This is a coat hanger I made. I did the bending of the wire, and that was like a thing I cut out on my Cricut. Somebody had put the file, do you know the heart thing that you see on there, and the cover, they'd put that on the Cricut access thing for free. So I made the coat hanger to fit it. So I'm going to hang her actual coat in here. Now I'm going to take this Blythe coat hanger off here, and I'm going to use the one I made. There's hearts on both sides, so I don't have to be fussy with which is the favourite way for this to go. Hopefully this stays on okay. It's thing with straps. Oh, that it would sit better like this, right? I'm going to unhook this off here. I'm going to hang this on here. So there we go. Her actual stock is in here now. Her stand I keep in here. Now she doesn't necessarily need to have the stand in here, because I could pop the stand in here and even do this. Oh, that's unhooked. There with me. So that's in there. Her Wellingtons, I think I'm going to place them in there with her because I think they look rather sweet. I might put these shoes on her. I think these would fit a little bit better if she had socks on. I don't really want to leave her Wellingtons on because I'm worried about staining on her feet and things, so that's my reason at the moment. Unless I get some socks on her, I might need to make some more socks because I think all the ones I've made, they might be in use. Oh, there's some stock socks here, but they're rather long and I think they will ruin the look of the ones, those that she's got on. Do you know what I'm saying? The leg warmer style. Right, so yeah, I'll make some tiny ankle socks for her so she can wear her wellies. I might hang her umbrella here, or we'll just put it inside here with her. And see a little thread here actually. Let me cut that off. Oh my goodness, I'm causing mayhem, stepping over things. and not the phone stand flying and things. So, right, so she's got all her official things in here now. Now, I don't know whether to hang this up somewhere else to give another doll a chance to wear it, or I don't know whether to keep these all together and pop them inside of here for safekeeping. Safekeepings. It just makes me think, you know, when I went to one of the Canary Islands, I used to love it in the morning when the cleaners would come around to us to do the cleaning, and they'd say, housekeepings. Honestly, it's just stayed with me for life. It has, hearing them say that. It's so funny. I love it when people speak English language and they add things on. Oh, maybe in their language that's what it's called, housekeepings, with an S on the end, not housekeeping as we say it. But so that's what I feel like I'm doing, actually, a bit of housekeeping, but the funnest kind. Dolly housekeeping. So if you wonder what I'm doing, I'm hanging official Blythe hangers that I was using for Rainy Day Parade. I'm putting them on the official stand back where they belong. Now, things on here, I made these pyjamas. They were out of one of the Blythe Soon books. I think it was this book I made this out of. This is an apron I made. I think I made it in Patreon with Hilary of Moshi Moshi, but I added some free motion embroidery to it. This is a pattern I made from a Blythe sewing book, the dress and the apron. And that, you saw that the other day, You Are For Me, Blythe. And this is another one of those aprons. Right, let's I'm going to move that hair bob out of the way and move these hangers aside for later. Now, the dress that I made, I think I'm going to put it on this stand. I won't forget I made it for her, but it won't matter if she loans it out, does it, to another dolly. It's looking very floral and pretty on that stand. So this, you don't need her standing here. Oh, there's a pair of knickers on her. She has actually got the fanciest knickers of all the Blythe dolls I have. Maybe I'll tuck the hood in with it so it sits better. Is that another thread? Sorry, I think it's not thread. I think it's frayed fabric. Make sure her hair's sitting nicely. Right, she's all sorted, isn't she? So, shall we have a look at the book with her in? That's not her. I've moved her over so we can get this in shot as much as possible. Now, I won't be able to read all of this. I'll read the English bits for you. Let's remix, mix and match. And it says, daily routine, wake up at 5 a.m, yoga and a light jog, a smoothie and lunch by the sea, afternoon tennis, match against V-Smash, evening walk along the beach. Oh, and is that about this doll's narrative? And it tells you about, some of it is this girl's stock. Oh, so what they're doing, they've took an old doll and from 2003, and it appears that they've mixed up her stock with another stock doll. So maybe this is the other doll. I'm sorry that I don't know, that they're not as familiar to me as some of my other dolls. I could look in the Blythe book, which I might do when I've finished looking at this. Now, here we go. Here is my beautiful rainy day parade. I love that photo of her peering over and leaning against the wall. So what are they saying about her? They're saying her daily routine is watching morning cartoons. She bakes a berry pie or maybe banana bread. She collects snails in the rain, moving the snails somewhere they won't be stepped on, reading before bed. And basically they're saying that she's wearing the overalls for Nostalgic Pop, but all her other stock is her own. But she does wear dungarees and a little top, as you've seen in this video, of her own. But yes, she's wearing Nostalgic Pops here, and she's 2007, which I've told you this before. Her and my best friend Blythe are the closest ones to around when my third son was born. I don't have dolls when my other two sons were born. If I was to get a doll from the year they were born, I'd need a doll from 2003, and then I'd need a doll from 2004, because those are my eldest boys, those were the years. And if I had one significant to when my husband and I got together, then that would be 2001. So this doll's 2003. So it would be nice to have dolls for like special years, wouldn't it? So here's a 2004 doll, and she's parodied by MC. So that's not her on that one. Do you know I was talking about her here? Now this girl, she likes listening to jazz while getting dressed, enjoying some coffee with a fresh croissant. Oh gosh, don't we all? Maybe not a croissant, maybe another pastry. I find croissants a bit boring. I think you need to do things with them to jazz them up, don't you? Shop for vintage records, walk along the pier, spa night with a sea salt bath. That's fabulous, isn't it? Right, I've been to get the Blythe collection book, but I'm just going to have a quick cuppa with my husband. But I found one of the dolls that we've been looking at already, Courtney Tez by Nike. But we'll have a look at this when I come back from having a drink with my husband. Okay, I am back. I've brought my cuppa with me because my husband, I made his cuppa first. And mine's really hot, so I've brought it in here. So I've gone back to here because this gorgeous girl that we were talking about, who likes playing tennis with V-Smash and doing yoga and jogging and things, she's here. She's a sporty girl. Now, I am a sporty girl, so you might be very surprised that I don't have a sporty doll, a Blythe doll, as of yet. Yeah, I do yoga, I do Pilates, I do figure skating, I play tennis. Those are my main things, and I'm quite keen on cycling, but I'm not doing that right at the moment. But yeah, she's right up my street in her interests, and she's got lots of stuff. She has a drinks bottle and bag and everything, and sunglasses, a sports watch, 2 pairs of shoes, sporty shoes, 2 pairs of socks. Yeah, she's got loads. Look, a box. She's got towels. Her towels are better than mine, actually. Mine don't have a Nike tick on them. They're just unbranded. It's just everything's Nike. It's incredible, isn't it? So that was her. So what I'll try and do is I'll try and find the dolls that we come across. So obviously here's my beautiful rainy day parade. Now, I've shown you her in this book in her unboxing, I'm sure. But I'm going to get to her. Now, I know that she is 2007. So let's get to that date. Or 2000. Oh, I saw V-Smash. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, yes, here's V-Smash. Do you know the doll that they were talking about? That girl likes playing tennis with her. This is her, look. She's got a tennis racket. I was playing tennis. Well, I say I was playing tennis. My husband was playing tennis last night. I was on the court next to him. It's at an indoor place, and I had the ball machine, having the ball firing it at me, and I was practicing my serves and things, and I had a lovely time. I did, on my own. The thing is, you can't book a court when you're on your own, so I just had to be prepared for anything, because if someone had booked it, I would have had to get off. But wow, fantastic. I'd love to sit going through all of this, but can you imagine how long that video would be? We'd be here all day. 2007, yeah, that's the year we need to be. Here we go. Rainy day parade, but you've just seen everything. Oh my goodness, those are her shoes, her stock shoes. Let me get those. Unless somebody's wearing them. Now this is my shoe box, and this is the brown shoes in here. Ah, they're in here. Oh my goodness, how good. Right, I've got an idea. I'm going to take these off her. I'm going to put her stock shoes on. These would have looked nice actually when I, do you know, with the kimono that I made. We could have gotten away with putting these on. Those shoes look so funny, didn't they? On my last video, if you were watching. Big clumpy shoes. Look, there they are. Right. Sometimes you just need to look, don't you? There we go. Bless her. So I try and keep them in colour order. Some shoes will be stock in here and some aren't. Some are like leaker shoes and things. So these are the only getter that I have. I don't know where these might be from AliExpress actually. There's some little socks. So put that over there. Yes, so here she is. And I'm just going to show you my best friend Blythe again, because I managed to get her, didn't I, recently. So, and I did a video of her recently, so thank you for all the lovely comments. I'm so happy that I have her, and at the moment she's got a piece of plastic going around her fringe, and I've left it on there, so it'd be interesting to see how she's getting on with that. So right, I'll put this aside a moment. So we've done that. I don't know what year Nostalgic Pop is from. Maybe it's the same year. What do you think? Do you think they might be doing that, mixing up stock from a doll from the same year? No, well, maybe not. We're on to 2008 now. If I find Nostalgic Pop, I'll show you. So we're back here again. So we're with Parody by MCC. She likes listening to jazz while getting dressed, and she likes some coffee with a fresh croissant. Yes, I've read this, haven't I? She likes shopping for vintage records, walking along the pier, and a spa night with a sea salt bath. How lovely. And it reckons she's using stock from Excellent Hollywood. Bag and boots from Excellent Hollywood. But the other stock is her own. So should we have a look for her? She's 2004, so we've got to go back. So we need to look for a doll with a cute little bob, don't we? Not her. Look at all the t-shirts. Mitten is so cute. I'd take any of them, in all honesty. As you can imagine, you know I'm totally obsessed with these dolls. Why can't I find her? It said she's 2004. I'm so sorry. I can't find her. So whether that's a misprint or she's just not in the book, I don't know. So I'm so sorry about that I can't find her. Yeah, that's disappointing. I'm sure I've seen her somewhere. Very sorry. Right, here we go. So this remix, as they're calling it, is 2021, and this is the 20 Years of Love doll. So she's not going to be in this book, unfortunately. She'll be, maybe she's in one of the others. I don't know. I didn't get the other book, so, but they've mixed her up with Piccadilly Dolly's hat, sunglasses from Parody by MCC, her own top, Samedi Marsh, is that how you say it? Samedi Marche skirt, Piccadilly Dolly belt, Piccadilly Dolly tights, boots by Vintage. Oh my goodness, there's quite a mixture there. I'd be going all over the place looking for that, wouldn't I? So her daily routine is practicing guitar, sketching the art at the art museum, knitting on the train, dinner date in the city, and catching a friend's DJ set. She's pretty cool, isn't she? So here we have Tokyo Retro Pop. Apparently, this is what they're calling it, Tokyo Retro Pop. So it's Prima Dolly Tokyo. She's wearing Nostalgic Pop's hat, Prima Dolly Tokyo's dress. She's wearing her own glasses. She's wearing her own boots. It's just Nostalgic Pop's hat she's got on. It really suits her, doesn't it? She's a 2009 doll. So is that in this book? We've got 2008 in here. Yeah, 2009. So, shall we have a look for her? Prima Dolly Tokyo. But it's not her. I have Cappuccino Chat. She's gorgeous. I've got her not in her... I've got her stock, but she's not dressed in it. Oh my goodness, they're just so incredible. Here we go. Prima Dolly Tokyo. And there's they're like a three-piece. So that's her dress and her sunglasses, look, and her boots, which she's wearing, look. It's just somebody else's hat. But they must have used that, say, a very similar fabric. It really matches, doesn't it? Oh, she's lovely. So 2009, in June, she was 8,400 Japanese yen. Lovely. Some really lovely dollies, aren't there? Did I read her? Oh, I haven't read her narrative. Her daily routine, she's like thrifting at the weekend market. Konbini lunch break. Konbini lunch break means, because I'm learning Japanese, that means convenience store lunch break. Right. If I wasn't learning Japanese, I wouldn't have a clue what they're on about. Working in the dark room, quick visit to the disco dance hall, and a late night at Monojaki. Mon-J-Aki. Maybe that's a place in Japan somewhere. 20s does, 90s does, 60s. Awesome. Daydreaming. That's like the front cover, look. That's a smaller version of it. We're halfway. Right, here we go. This is Piccadilly Dolly. She's wearing Samedi Marche. I'm sorry if I'm saying these wrong. She's wearing her hat and also her jeans. And then she's wearing her own dress, her own shoes and her own bag. And she's a 2002 doll. These are pictures. And her daily routine is waking up around noon, work on this week's manga chapter, break time pudding and stretches. That sounds really interesting, doesn't it? Stretches and pudding. Hopefully the stretches before the pudding, because you might vomit. Daydreaming in the park, petting stray cats, catching a late night movie screening. So she might be near the beginning of this book. So she should be here. She should be in this section. So we're looking for Piccadilly Dolly. Oh, here we go. Here she is. This is all her stock here, look. She's got 2 pairs of shoes. Oh my goodness. 2 pairs of tights. A pair of socks. Cotton knickers. A shirt. A jacket. A dress with a print on it. A necklace. A bracelet. A bag. She had a lot of stock, didn't she? And she's wearing a hat in this picture, so I'm guessing that was a part of her stock as well. So in this, she's wearing the dress, apparently. I can't see it. To be honest, I can see her shirt, but she looks like she's got someone else's... Yeah, she's got someone else's trousers on. And she's wearing one of her own pairs of shoes, I believe. Although they look orange here, but in this book they look red. So, and she's got her own bag. She's wearing different things in different pictures, so it might confuse things a little bit. Right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. So, remix. We've got, Samedi. Say May D Marche. Sorry. So I think those are rainy day parades dungarees, because I recognise them. What do you think? Someone's got your dungarees on. So she's wearing, they call them overalls. I think that's the American way of saying dungarees. Rainy day parade, yes. She's wearing her own top. She's wearing nostalgic pop socks and shoes, and she's got Courtney Chessy's bag. Now, this doll is 2004. I have seen her while I've been looking for other dolls. Let's see how easy I can find her now. Here she is. So she's got lots of stock as well. So you can see why people have been using her stock. She's got a baguette and cheese and an apple and a shopping bag. How fun. I used to take a bag like this down to the co-op and they all used to laugh at me, but I used to still take it despite this. It was a time where I didn't have a gym membership, so I was preferring walking to get my groceries to get some exercise, but the only way of transporting them was to use one of these. And yeah, they used to giggle at me, and then when I used to not have it, they're like, "You not got your bag, your shopping bag today?" Oh my goodness. Right, here, yeah, she's got some really fun things. A scarf, a jacket, an apron. This is kind of tunic style, isn't it? It's like a long top that she could get away with maybe wearing as a short dress. Yeah, I can see why people steal her stock. She's got a hat as well, 2 pairs of shoes. Yeah, there's some fun things. But she looks lovely, doesn't she, dressed like this? I think she looks better without the hat, in all honesty. Right, I've been stopping and starting the video because my husband has been in and out of doors, but he's just left now, so it might be a bit more peaceful. So I'm going to read her routine. She likes riding her bike to the lake. She likes puppy sitting for a friend, sewing a patchwork bag. It says lax bagel for dinner. I don't know what a lax bagel is, to be honest. I know what a bagel is, but I don't know what a lax one is. So maybe that again is a Japanese word, but not one I've learned. Meal prepping with locally grown veggies. Yeah, I think most of these I think nearly every doll I've read about, their little daily routine, I can relate with every one of them in some way or another in the things they like, they're interested in. Right, so here we go. Here's Tommy February 6. Now, Tommy February is a singer, in real life. She's somebody who is real, not just a doll. And this doll was very popular because of this. and her daily routine is checking an SNS in bed. Maybe that was some kind of social media platform or something at the time. I don't know what it is. Morning blog post and latte, lunch with a friend, afternoon workout, song writing until bedtime. That makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? She's 2005 and she's wearing some of it is her own stock. She's wearing her own glasses, her own t-shirt. She's wearing her own socks, her own shoes and her own bag, but she's wearing San Medi Marche shorts and Milky Way sugar leggings, which you probably can't see here. And that's it. Everything else is her own. So I'll try and see if I can see her in here. I know I've seen her before. I've seen an unboxing of her on YouTube, actually. From what I can remember. I have found her. Now, her box was amazing. It was literally like a room. When you open it, it must have been huge. Not easy to store, I'm sure. And her pull cord is her name. February, I think it says. Maybe it has Tommy somewhere, I don't know. She's got the hat with her name on it. Yeah, she's pretty amazing. She's a bag, her shoes, her slippers, her boots, dressing gown, trousers, an all-in-one t-shirt and shorts, cotton knickers. It looks like she's got books. They could be records, I don't know. And I don't know what that is. Maybe it's wings. But she's wearing stock here as well. So I'm guessing that she came with these as well as this stock. She was more than some of the others, but still less than what I'm paying today. So yeah, you did get lots for the money, didn't you, back then? So let's go back. Here we've read what she likes doing. So now we're on Winter Arden. Oh, she's such a sweetie, this girl. And she's from 2010. So I'm going to try and find her in here. Right, we'll look at this first. Here is Winter Arden from 2010. She's got this cardigan. She's got this dress with like a built-in lace apron, and it kind of like, it drops down on the side, the hem. She's the cotton knickers, 2 pairs of tights, furry boots, a special pull cord. It's blue because it's not her skin colour. Look at those lovely brown eyes she has. And she's got like a rose colour hair, hasn't she? Like a rosy pinky colour. Like rose gold almost, isn't it? Yeah, she's lovely. Not a terribly expensive doll either. So she's in this booklet that we're looking at. And basically in here, she's wearing Ice Rune's hat, Hollywood's bag, a Milky Way Sugar's jacket, a Summer de Marche top, Enchanted Petals bloomers. Now Cherish from Too Sweet, she's got an enchanted petal. She opened her with Flower Girl of Happiness, so I believe, on YouTube. So you'd be able to see this doll. She's got like an unusual green hair. Shoes, Frosty Frock doll. So her narrative in here is, and you can see her in a stock, in a tiny picture here. So she likes a quiet morning with matcha and berry pancakes. She likes collecting wildflowers in the mountains. She likes having an afternoon nap. She likes a warm cup of jasmine tea, and she has an evening nap. She's a very sleepy girl, this one, isn't she? Maybe this girl, maybe her eyes closed or something. I don't know whether they're holding her pull string, because you can do that with Blythe dolls that don't have sleepy eyes. I'm just going to grab my Sailing Dominique doll, because she's the only doll close enough to grab. Here she is. She's got a translucent skin. She's wearing a Hello Kitty outfit I made. Oh, girl. We're matching. So what it is, her eyes, she's not got sleepy eyes. You pull the cord and they change, look like this. But what you can do is, if you want to photograph them, if you've got somebody that can hold their pull string, like I can hold her pull string at the back here, and I've got a free hand, so I could lie her down like this and take a photo. If you don't want to start messing with your doll and doing any modifications, so you can make them sleepy. To be honest, I think they miss a trick sometimes when they don't make them sleepy, especially when they've got eyelids like this. I really love this side eye and a holographic blue, but I don't think the blue goes as well with this outfit. But I think the pink, I'm going to leave the pink on her. I really love her. She stays over this side most of the time, actually. I don't know why, it's ended up being that way. She's not on the shelf with the others. Some have got one side of the room and one the other. So, yeah, I think I've read everything I need to here, don't I? Right, let's move on. So now we're back to 2001. We've got the doll called Paisley Star, and she's basically wearing all her own things. Her dress, the stars are her own, and her boots are her own. So I'll find her in the book and then we'll read what her daily routine is. Wouldn't it be fun to do something like this with a doll that isn't in this book, a doll that you own, and you could photograph them in someone else's stock and things, and you could do this yourself and write a daily routine for them. Do you know, if you just wanted a little project to keep you busy, I think that would be rather fun. So she's called Paisley Star. I don't think she's going to be very far into this book, because she's the year my husband and I became a couple. We met each other that year. We first met in the June, and then we saw each other again in the August, and then we met on holiday, and then we started to date then at home. So Paisley Star. And the rest is history. He never let me go, basically. And I never let him go. I feel like I've gone too far. I'm on 2003. Paisley Star. Why can't I find her? This is the second doll I've not been able to find. Who else couldn't I find? It's probably user error. It's probably not. They're probably in here. To be honest, I think she looks like Parco Limited. That's what might be throwing me off. I think it's this doll. It is. Oh my goodness. So maybe that's why I couldn't find one of the other dolls. Maybe she's not in there as the same name. It says Doll Paisley Star. Doll in here is Parco Limited. So yeah, but it's definitely her, look, because those are her stars, and that's the dress and the boots. And she's got all her own things on. So yeah, that's really confused me, actually. So she likes to wake up and call everybody. Oh my goodness, imagine that. Look, she's got a phone. A cup of milk and a dash of coffee. Recharge the cell phone. Dance all afternoon and the evening too. Oh, I like her something. Maybe not the phone calls. I'm really not a phone person. I'm not one for speaking on phone for hours. I think it's just because I'm so busy. Yeah. So who couldn't we find? We found Courtney, didn't we? We found Rainbow Parade. We didn't find this doll. I don't know, I've seen her. Maybe, what year are they saying she is? 2004. I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna have another look. Right, so far, dolls that I'm finding that are similar, but they're not her, because she's got blue eyeshadow. I found Happy Harbour that looks like her, but her eyeshadow isn't blue. I found Bloomy Bloomsbury, but her eyeshadow isn't blue either. That's as far as I've got at the moment. I'll keep going. I'm not giving up at the moment, but I may have to. I looked before, but I don't think I looked through the whole book. But I'm thinking, is there a date discrepancy or something? I'm just thinking there might be. That's why I'm. Or is she just not in here? She could have been missed. There is a chance, isn't there? The thing is, when they've got a bob, they're not easily missed because there's not as many of them. No, unfortunately, I know I've seen her. I think she wears a flowery, orangey red outfit with a headband. I'm sure I've seen her in that outfit. So yeah, or maybe I'll come across her at some point, but yeah, I can't see it. Anyway, so we got to the end, didn't we? Right, okay. So let's have a quick look at this croquis book, and it's just something to fill in yourself. And that I will be doing. Maybe some of these will be going in there. This is the crochet book. Now, Michelle, you was asking if the patterns are easy to understand. Now, I've made a hat from one of them, but it took me 4 goes, not because of the pattern. It was because of the yarn thickness and the hook size. However, I tried to do a coat, and further on in the rows just weren't what it was suggesting, and I gave up on it. But I've not done any more since, in all honesty. But I'm crocheting like a crazy lady at the moment, so maybe I'll have another go and I'll let you know. So this is a dress that they've done in alternate black and white. They've added a bit of gold actually on this one. It's called White and Black. There, that's you are for me. This, do you think this is Pleasant Surprise? I don't know. I can see Pleasant Surprise from here, and she's got her brown eyes. She's got quite a neutral lip, so it could be her. This is Bijou Brilliant, because I have these. She's wearing a maid's outfit here. Sorry, I'm going to move Rainy Day over a little bit. Actually, shall I move her? Sorry, I'm going to hold this down a minute, this page. So, Rainy Day Parade, it was lovely seeing you. We've done all your housekeepings, and we're going to close you up and pop you back on the shelf. So say bye-bye. And she's got a lovely Valentine's jacket. So let's get the crochet book back. Ooh, I don't have her. You see Drusilla, is that her name? She's a very gothic looking girl, and they've put her in a gothic dress. It might say who they are in Japanese down here. Or maybe not. This is Uriella. She's an anniversary girl. I don't have her. And this could be Juliet. I don't have her either. But they're in this lovely red and... They call this red and navy blue. I love the colours. To be honest, it was these little quirky hats that kind of won me over. when I was looking at them, because even if you made one of these and you didn't use quite the right size and they came out a bit bigger and smaller, it wouldn't matter too much, would it? Because they're just like ones that you pin on the top. This is called the blue dress. Now, is this this could be Creamy Cherry Sweetheart. I'm looking at her on the shelf and she has got left side eye blue at the moment. It could be her, or could be a doll that looks very similar. Sometimes some of the ones from before can look similar to the current, but she does look like my Creamy Cherry Sweetheart. This dress is gorgeous. Look, there's actually an umbrella. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. This is the Inverness coat. Now, I think this is Kendra the Bibliophile style. I have her. The book-loving Blythe. She's got a centre part in. I'm pretty convinced that's her. That's very nice. They're very like old-fashioned looking, aren't they? Very vintage looking. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the bunch of flowers on the front. This is the lacy dress, but I think this is the nurse doll. Angelica, I think her name is, Nurse of Compassion. If I'm sorry if I get any of these wrong, I apologise, but that's who I think that is. I don't have her. Oh, this looks like Arledge Timekeeper Blythe. Now, my Arledge Timekeeper Blythe always stays in her stock, so it's really lovely to see her wearing something else. And this is the flower dress. Look at that cute little cottage in the background. That bonnet is adorable, isn't it, with the flowers on it. I think this is my favourite crochet book so far, actually. Whether I would be able to follow the patterns on all of it, I don't know. And sometimes it's not so much following the pattern, sometimes it's just getting the hook the right size and the yarn, and sometimes it's if the pattern translates well to your own language. Now, this is the Gothic punk dress, and the doll is Silent Lucretia. How would we not know? Silently, I've got her. She's got this really unusual hair colour. She's got this eyeliner. Yeah, she's not unrecognisable, is she? So here we go. So it's telling you the material guides. So at least there is some pictures of yarn, but are they to size? You know, this picture. Here's some crochet lessons, which, if you know how to crochet, I wouldn't suggest you learning how to crochet in a foreign book, to be honest. Now, Michelle, if you're looking, now I can understand charts, and I'm sure you can as well, but when I was following a coat pattern, I counted all the stitches, the starting chain, and it just, when I did the other rows, it just wasn't working out right, nowhere near right. Yeah, it was quite strange actually, but yeah. But maybe if you did some of the simpler things, like the hats and the collars, there might be, but I can't guarantee you could do all of them. Well, I had no doubt that I could make any of them, I must admit, when I first did it. But it's just because the count on one thing wasn't right, and it was just the first coat in a book. And it just put me off. But I will have another go, and I'll let you know my findings. So I hope that gives you an overview, Michelle, because I know you was asking me about these books. And see what you think of. But isn't it gorgeous? It's so good. So I am going to try and crochet something out of it. So what else have we got? So I'm not going to get the stickers out right now, but those are the stickers that are going to be inside. I can see Brenda. That's the only doll I have. That's a Dandy Dearest, isn't it? Yeah, I only have Brenda out of these. I couldn't get the ones where there were other dolls that I had, unfortunately. And obviously this can go in the tight pile, the socks and the tights. And this I've got to put on my phone, and I'm filming on my phone, so I don't think it's something I'm going to be able to leave on all the time, because I use it for filming and things. But I'll try and get a photo of me wearing this. So I managed to get some photos off the Junie website. One of them is showing it out of the packet, and one of the photos is showing how you put it into your phone. And the third photo is a photo of a lady, this is not me, but a photo of another lady showing you how you wear this. So welcome back to this side of the camera. Now I thought you'd like to see this month's Blythe calendar. This is the February page, and it's Donna Donut. I have Donna Donut, and I have done an unboxing of her on YouTube. I would go and grab her, but she isn't wearing her stock. She still wears the dress I made for her, which I did include in that video if you're interested. If there's some way I can link it in the description box below or in the comments or something, I'll try and link that video for you. But I did promise in this video I was going to show you my pom-pom puring, which I'll probably show again in my Stitch Diary video, my next one. But here he is. Now I've got a Sanrio crochet book that I bought from Amazon, and he was the first item I crocheted from this particular book. Now I did attempt crocheting a Kuromi plush as well, but unfortunately I was very unhappy because the project wasn't going to look like the picture. It was going to be nothing like, the body wasn't going to be the same. So I decided to abandon that project, and I decided to do another Kuromi, which I'm doing, but she's going to turn out quite a bit smaller than Pom Pom Puring. However, because I've got the head of Kuromi of the one I started, I might go back and do it. I'm not entirely sure yet. But yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed with that crochet book actually. I feel like I've kind of been scammed a little bit. Now he came out perfectly. There was no problem with the pattern with that at all. But the Kuromi, she wouldn't have had a point on the front of her head, on her hat. Her body was going to be like a blob that you sew on the arms and the legs, but the picture wasn't like that. It was legs crocheted and then you crochet the body, which I was rather unhappy about. But yeah, that's more of a Stitch Diary chat video, isn't it, really? But I'm really pleased how he's turned out. He's been kind of spending a lot of time with Zoe and her pet fish, although Zoe at the moment is not carrying around her pet fish. Zoe is carrying around Hello Kitty bag. Basically, I put this outfit on her that I made, and yeah, she stayed in it for a while. I just love it, but she's quite happy looking after Pom Pom Puring as well. So my next video is going to be a doll diary video, and in that video I am going to be unboxing. Now it's a bit of a spoiler because I've already done some of the filming for this video and some of the things you can kind of see in the background, but I am going to be opening my first Momoko doll. I am going to be opening my first Jenny doll, and they're both Japanese dolls. Now the Jenny doll I'm opening is a used doll, and she's from the 1990s, and she's got her official clothing, well I presume her official clothing, they've got Jenny written on them. And the third doll I'm going to show in that video is basically a tall Lika-chan doll. My friend Vanessa bought her, and she was expecting her to be the size of Lika-chans I've got down here, and she's got the Lika-chan face, but she's taller, and Vanessa didn't want a tall one. So basically I was supposed to be receiving her tomorrow, but there's been a problem with the Royal Mail. They didn't have a label when they come to collect her, so now she's posting her to tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow, which I'll probably get her Wednesday, so yeah, in a couple of days. So that video will be in a few days because I've got to wait for that doll to arrive now, do the filming and editing and get it to you. So hopefully I will see you there soon. Bye. Right, one last thing before I go. Do you remember I was looking for Parody by MCC? I knew that I'd seen her, and here she is. That's that little red number and headband I was telling you about. But she is a lovely doll with lots of lovely stock. So it was a nice look back at a retro doll, and we found out that she was wearing a few other dolls' stock in this. But I must admit, I like her in her own stock. She's got lots of fun stock. So anyway, thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.